Hello, my name is Billy Bjorklund. I'm a real estate agent with the Blue Door Group, and part of our group has been doing some videos on how buyers and sellers have been affected in today's market, especially with COVID-19. And I've been asked to just talk a little bit about maybe some of the tips that buyers should be looking at, especially right now. So I have a few things that I kind of wrote down, some things I just kind of will talk about, not only for buyers, but also for agents. First one, though, is I'm going to say is the biggest change that we have seen with COVID-19 right now is just safety. Safety, safety, safety. Not that this wasn't always important, but it definitely is so now. Gloves, wipes, sanitizers, masks, social distancing. And then we've even talked about booties for your feet because it will live on surfaces, and it will live on surfaces that you're walking on. And if you're going home and you're taking your shoes off and you're kicking them off in the bedroom, now you've possibly contaminated your home. So think about everything you're touching. Think about everything you're doing. As a realtor, have your wipes, wiping down that lockbox before you touch it, wiping down the keys, wiping down handles. And on that note, for sellers, if you are having your house on the market and someone's showing it, leave some doors ajar just so people don't have to be touching all the door handles. Leave maybe some cupboards open so people don't have to be touching those. So think a little differently than maybe what we've done in the past. The other thing, and especially right now with what's going on, if you are showing and you are meeting folks out there, just let it be the decision makers. If that's mom and dad, let it just be mom and dad. If the kids can stay home, let the kids stay home. Grandparents stay home. Just make it decision makers. Don't have a group wanting to see the house. And I get that that's probably difficult because everybody wants it to see the house. But at least for now, let's make it the decision makers. If the kids do have to come, and I understand that, I had a young couple that I'm working with. My little buddy Wilder was out and about, but mom and dad made sure that he didn't touch anything. Mom and dad made sure that he was mindful, and he was obviously he's a very good, well-parented child. Those are essential because I would hate for that, that family to get sick if they were to touch something. The rest of this is probably good for always to use whether we have a virus or not, whether we have a pandemic or not. But let's talk about them and maybe bring them a little more important. And that's when people are out there and you're looking online, as a buyer, I want you to be creating what I would say your personal rating system. Be looking online, and pictures are pretty good. We've got virtual reality. Those are going to be pretty good. Really take a look, but let's not go out and see the 5s and 6s and 7s. When you rate a house, rate your top 10, rate your top, what's 10, 9, and 8, and go see those. Don't go see 5, 6, and 7. No one buys the 5, 6, and 7s. So don't waste the time and go and seeing those. Really see the homes that you want to see, because you can do quite a bit online, and yes, you really do need to get in to see them because that does change. Do your personal due diligence on these homes. If you're not familiar with the neighborhood, you should always do a drive-by if time allows. I mean, I get we're in a very busy market, but drive by the neighborhood if you're not familiar with it. Do that in the safety of your own car, obviously. That way you can see what it's like. Drive by that neighborhood 2 times at different times of the day so you get a good feel for it. And time can be a huge factor, especially now. Be prepared for delays. Assume that there may be delays. But also, being prepared for that, work with a sense of urgency. Have your pre-approval on hand, obviously. Have everything ready for your inspections, everything ready for your appraisal costs. Be prepared for these things, because the more prepared you are, the more efficient you can act, then maybe we can circumvent some possible delays. But be prepared that there may be delays. And if there are delays, communicate. And that's not just for the buyers, but it's also for the agents. Communicate it with the lender. Communicate it with the other agent. Just communicate it. Everybody wants a smooth, calm transaction. That's the ultimate goal of both parties. So let's communicate those out there. And then I guess the last thing is just be a realist, especially in today's market, knowing that houses are still selling very fast, knowing that you may still be in a multiple offer situation, knowing that maybe there's less inventory because maybe a seller is a little worried about putting their house on the market at this point. Buyers have some great interest rates out there. Buyers are still looking to purchase. Some of them are locked into an interest rate. I know what the market is today. I cannot predict what it's going to do tomorrow. I have guesses. I can run off of some formulas, but today's still a good time to buy. You still have very good interest rates, and if you want to go out there, do it. Just be safe. Be safe and be smart. That's what I got. Thank you.